Jeff J here for All Nerds, and I'm here with the cast of The Gifted Season 2. Grace Byers, Emma Dumont. What's going on?
I'm just excited to be here.
So it's your first time, it's your first season on the show. One
Yeah.
thing that I've seen so far in Season 2 is the intersectionality and the impact that being a mutant has. Like, you have it on multiple levels, and you even say it in one episode. They hated me because I was poor, they hated me because I was black, and they hated me because I was a woman.
Right.
How are those elements, how do you see those elements impacting the show?
I think that it's, because the show is so current, it's so relevant, it's supposed to be happening in today's world, and so I think that it's a really wonderful depiction of the diversity of the world that we live in, and so I'm just happy to kind of add to that dynamic in the show. Yeah.
So Emma, your character, Polaris, Lorna, she's a mom now. She's bringing people into this world, and you see the different conflicts. And one thing about the X-Men, you have two different perspectives on how to handle a situation. And there seems to be some trepidation with your characters with that. How do you feel like all those elements are going to play out this season?
I mean, look, Lorna doesn't want to be a killer, but she understands that to save the innocent, you have to take out bad people. So, of course, it's all about her core values and her morals and really what she's willing to sacrifice. And now that she has a child, she's sort of starting to realize that what her father did to her is sort of what she's going to have to do to her child, to her daughter. And so there's like that resentment is slowly fading. So yeah, there are lots of different, it's basically her struggling with what she believes in for this whole season, and that's really hard.
So what's one thing about Reeva? You're the Black Queen. It's meta, right? It's like Black Queen playing a Black Queen. What's one thing about her character that appealed to you when you first got to learn about her?
Coming off of Empire, I think because people want to compare the two characters, I really feel that Anika was a character that was sacrificing for herself and focusing on the survival of self. The thing that attracted me to Reeva was that she's doing this sacrifice for her people, for a nation. So her selflessness, her loyalty, her boldness, there were a few things, but that was the one thing that I was like, this is bigger than her, and I really appreciate that about her.
Okay, final question for you two. Oh, you have something to say?
I was going to say something. Yeah, the great thing about Reeva, I think it's so easy to say, oh, she's a villain or she's a bad guy. But the truth is she's somebody who's willing to kill and or die, sacrifice herself for the greater cause of an entire race of people. And that's like very noble. And I think people will learn that as we learn Reeva's backstory over the season.
And one thing people can
This
look
is why
forward
she
to.
needed Polaris.
I see it. It seems like y'all both are going to need each other in some hands. It's going to see. What's the one thing that you like the most about the season that you can't wait for fans to see?
Ooh, oh yeah. I know, her superpower. We are going to be doing, we as in Polaris and Reeva and the Inner Circle are going to be doing something really epic mid-season. You're going to know it when you see it. We're pulling off a huge feat and it works. So I think I'm really excited for people to see that.
I think there are a
Pretty
lot
dangerous.
of sort of, yeah, it is very dangerous. I think despite all like the cool action stuff and of course like the deep emotional stuff, I think there are just like a lot of surprises this season where people are going to be like, oh, I did not see that coming, which we didn't really have last season. Like there are a lot of like very shocking things.
Season 1 was dope. Can't wait to see Season 2. Thank you so much.